What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in today. So this is a little bit of a add-on or part 2 video to me installing a set of XL Sports to the front of the truck. So the reason for a part 2 of the video is because I actually took the time, and in between fabricating the brackets and everything, I actually sat down here at the workbench and kind of went a little bit more in depth on how to make the wiring harness than I had originally intended. With that being said, I have a bunch of excess footage of how to make that said wiring harness for the 3 XL Sports that I put on the truck. So I thought I'd go ahead and just make a part 2 video showing all the tips and tricks that I have because I genuinely very much enjoy making wiring harnesses and doing automotive electrical and things like that. So I feel like I had a lot of information. So just because this is going to look a little weird because it's jumping from today back to like maybe a month ago. So anyway, so let's get into that right now. I'm going to show you how I made the wiring harness to wire up 3 XL Sports to one switch on my Switch Pros for the Silverado. Alright, well, while we wait till next weekend to get those brackets welded up, let's go ahead, throw them in here, and then we're actually going to start talking about electrical. Alright guys, so when it comes to electrical, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. Actually, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. So obviously, our Baja Designs lights comes with one of these style connectors. It's pretty standard amongst off-road accessories. So since we're doing 3 lights, and we're actually going to be going to one switch on my Switch Pros, you can buy a harness from Dirt King. Actually, Dirt King Fabrication, if you go to their website and you look at lighting accessories, you can purchase from them a pre-made harness, which is going to connect into this, and the other end is actually going to connect to the factory Baja Designs harness. In my case, as you guys know, or maybe you're coming to find out, I do everything kind of my own way. So we're actually going to be cutting these off, and instead we're going to be using Deutsch connectors. And Deutsch connectors are really, really cool. I actually do use them quite a lot at where I work, and they're really, really good. They always have a really nice weather seal, as you can see by that nice rubber seal. This is going to be your female end, and then you have your male end here. I got this kit for Christmas actually from Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks. So that's actually pretty cool. The only thing I do recommend is if you do get this kit, which I will link in the description down below, it does come with the crimp, kind of the weird style crimp. I don't know if you can see it through the bag. Kind of those weirder style crimp-on connectors for the terminal pins. I'm not a huge fan of those myself. So I actually have some leftover pins from when we did the chase and the work light, which is also a video you can go watch right now. If you head over to my channel, make sure you tap up that subscribe button on your way. Anyway, so these pins I got from wirecare.com, and as you can see, they're solid all the way around. And to crimp these on, you do need a special crimper tool. I got this one off of Amazon. I believe it was for $20 or $30. It works fantastic. So I'm going to be using different pins, but I will be using these connectors. Alright, so now that we've talked about the terminal pins and the Deutsch connectors, my plan, I'm going to wire it to one connector, which is a 6-pin connector. So we'll have 3 for the power and 3 for our negative. Now after that, I am going to have to make a adapter harness from the 3 positives and 3 negatives down to a 1 and 1. So we'll be using a 2-pin connector for that other end. So right now, let's go ahead and cut off all of these connections, and we will get the terminal pins put on them and get it installed into the Deutsch connector. Now that I got all 3 lights with our Deutsch style terminal pins, I'm gonna go ahead and wire the Deutsch connector. So what I'm gonna do to simplify it is my 1, 2, and 3 are gonna be my positive wires, and my 4, 5, and 6 are going to be my negative wires. Usually on Deutsch connectors, if you're new to Deutsch connectors, on the back of them it'll usually have the wire numbers. I don't know if it'll be able to focus on that or not. Boom, and there we go. So now that is the back side of our connector, and the front side will look like this. Make sure that your O-ring or your seal is on there. You're gonna take, I call it a wedge. I don't know if there's any other names out there, or even if Deutsch calls it something else. It goes in there and it locks all of the pins in place so that they can't come back out. So just wiggle that in. And like I said, we have all of our negatives right here, because Baja Designs uses the black wire as their negative and their white as their positive. We're going to go ahead and move on to the adapter now that we're going to have to do from the 6-pin down to a 2-pin. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, that was good. So if you guys can notice, you see the silver in there now. That is the solder that has melted away into our big clump of wire. And with that, guys, I hope that you enjoyed watching how to make a wiring harness for your vehicle. I hope it was informational and that you liked it. If you did like this video, please give it a like, and please tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Tune in next time, and I'll see you later.